Hey, so I shared a shorter video that I wanted to expound upon regarding the improvement that I've seen recently after doing the LRA test and following the guidance. So I've been actually working with the lab that and the doctor who created that test for about 5.5, almost 6 years. Actually, it's coming up on 6 years in a couple months. And so I've known about the science. Heard a lot of testimonies of people, thousands of people who have improved their health, as severe as autoimmune issues, cancer, chronic inflammatory issues like heart disease. A lot of different people have improved their health using the LRA test and plan. And so, but I was like, I don't have any really serious health issues. I've got little stuff here and there, aches and pains that I get from just everyday wear and tear. I'm very active. I exercise. I play, sports with guys. And so I was like, I don't need to do the test. And so I hadn't done it, this whole time, about almost 6 years working with a doctor at the lab. And so I decided to pull the trigger. I'm going to actually start seeing clients myself very soon and helping them with their nutrition and get their lifestyle in order. And so I thought it would be a good idea for me to do the test myself. So I actually did the blood draw at the beginning of June, and I got the results back about a week and a half later, week and a half to 2 weeks. And I started to implement the changes. And essentially the changes are lifestyle related. Obviously you want to make healthy choices, but the great thing about this test is actually it's helping you identify things that maybe seem healthy. I mean, they actually probably are healthy foods, but for some reason, the immune system, that individual's immune system that did that test, is recognizing that item as not good. It's having an overreaction to that item, and it's creating I guess you could say, an underlying inflammation in the body that actually adds to different health issues that we have, and could be one of the primary things that is exacerbating health issues. So what I did was I just started avoiding these items. One of them was salmon, lemon. These are things that I would eat regularly. What was some other ones? Try to remember, but I'll let you know what they are as I'm thinking about it while I'm sharing this with you. But there were stuff that I was eating, every week, almost every day, some of them. So it's been several weeks, and the issues I was having before, like I think I may have mentioned them, joint aches and pains. I think a lot of that there's some connection genetically that I have a weakness in regard to the connective tissues. My dad, which you may know him, Steve's, he's a nutritionist. He had autoimmune condition diagnosed when he was in his 20s. That was a severe form of rheumatoid arthritis. So I think I've got, some similar maybe genetic challenges that I could face if I don't take care of my health. But anyway, so I started avoiding the items. Oh, so joint aches and pains. And then I had some dryness here. Sometimes I have skin challenges. So I had some dryness underneath my eye, redness, a little irritation. And so after a few weeks of avoiding these things, I wasn't even like really disciplined about it. I was fairly good about avoiding the items for the most part. But I wasn't like super on it. I ate some of the items that I was supposed to avoid here and there. And this is, again, it's been 3-4 weeks maybe. But this thing underneath my eye is almost completely gone. My joint aches and pains are almost, they're improving greatly. And I also have noticed my ability to recover after exercise and sports that I play is much, much better. So this is something I didn't expect. I didn't expect with these little minor adjustments, these items that, I took out of my life to have such an impact. So it's been really, really great to notice that. And I just wanted to share that with y'all because I know that a lot of times, these types of tests, I mean, it's not a cheap test. You know, it's fairly pricey, and people are wondering like, what kind of benefit can I really get? You know, and sometimes you don't see all the positive parts of people's lives, because at the clinic, you know, I've been working with my dad at the nutrition clinic for about 15 years, and a lot of times, you know, we have like a no news is good news kind of thing, where people will come and see us, they'll improve their health, and we don't hear from them. And so we understand that because they don't have any more complaints. And so while that's good in one sense, in another sense, you know, we kind of miss out on hearing from the positive effects that can have. Now, obviously, we get a lot of word of mouth recommendations, so that says a lot about the positive effects that what we've done for people. And the LRA test has been a part of that. So, so definitely, I would say if you haven't done a test like this before, get it done. The LRA test is unique and it's much more specific. You may have heard of food sensitivity tests. Those tests have a high incidence of reactivity because there's usually a much higher incidence of false positive, meaning there's a laundry list of items that you need to avoid that you aren't necessarily reactive to. So there's more science that I can get into, but and if you want, I can discuss that with you. You can message me. But the LRA test actually reduces that, because of the method of test, it reduces that false positive. So there's much fewer items compared to other tests. So it gets much more accurate on the things that your body is reactive to. And you don't have to make huge changes. Like I said, there were some of the items I was eating every day, and it wasn't easy to make the change. You know, I had to kind of be like, okay, I'm going to avoid this for the next 3 to 6 months. And that's another thing. It's a temporary avoidance. It's your immune system changes. The immune cells have a memory. And what's going to happen is your immune system in the next 3 to 6 months is going to change, and it's not going to be the same. There may be some of the same reactions, but not necessarily, especially if your health is improving and you're helping your immune system get stronger. So, where was I? Back to the LRA test. So, if you run the LRA test, it's going to be more pricey than some of these other cheap, you know, food sensitivity tests, but you'll get much fewer items and it's going to be a lot easier to do. Like I had mentioned just a minute ago, if you have questions, you want to talk about the science about it, I'd be happy to do that with you. I've been doing that with doctors for years. If you want to talk about application and more testimonies and case studies and all of that, just let me know. I'd be happy to point you in the right direction or just chat with you about how things have benefited me and some of the people that I know. But yeah, I really just wanted to share this because I want you guys to see the benefit and actually run the test for yourself and try it out. You know, see how it works. If you have anybody else that you know in your family or, you know, your friends or colleagues or clients that could benefit from something like this, send them this video or send them my information. Point them in my direction. I'd be happy to help. That's why I'm here. I really want to help people to heal their life, and whether that's physically or mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that's my goal. I really want to help people heal, and so appreciate you guys for watching. If you're still watching, thank you so much. And I look forward to talking with you guys. Send a message. You know, you can do a private message. You can do a comment on the video. Yeah, stay tuned for more. And I'm going to be sharing more about how I've progressed over the months, avoiding these reactive items. I've got, it's not even been a whole month, I don't think. I've got a good amount of time to go to see some more improvement. So I'm going to be sharing that along the way. Anyway, take care, y'all. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.